everyone, it's Roisin Anson and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Please think about subscribing and liking this video if you enjoyed it. It really helps a lot. Today's video is going to be a October TBR. I have never done a TBR before, so if this video is bad, please bear with me. I have quite a few books on my TBR. I have read some of them, but I won't include those in these. These are just the ones that I haven't read yet. It is the 7th of October and this video is coming the 8th of October, so tomorrow. So we are about a third of the way through the month, so I apologise in advance for that. So the first couple of books are on Kindle Unlimited. The first one is Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. I apologise if I'm saying any of these titles, names, anything wrong. So yeah, the first book is A Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I saw this book recommended and on Hayley in the Bookland, her October TBR. And a lot of people said they really enjoyed it from what her video said, and like I said, it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I just picked that up. It sounds interesting. A secret society of irregular witches. The title screams secret society, obviously nobody knows about it, and irregular witches, not normal typical witches, so sounds right up my alley type things. So I have that. Next book, which is on Kindle Unlimited, is Accidental Magic by Iris Banglehole. Again, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It is a series, Mirthlewood mystery. I'm not entirely sure. It is in a series. There are, I think, 7 books in the series. I could be wrong about that, but there are quite a few in the series. Again, all on Kindle Unlimited. So they'll be quite good books to read, with them being, you can buy, if you're on Kindle Unlimited, you can read them straight after each other, if that makes sense. So, and all of them free to borrow. So yeah, these are the only 2 on Kindle Unlimited that I have picked. Actually, they might not be. I'm not definitely sure if they're still on Kindle Unlimited, but I know that her other pen name she had on Kindle Unlimited. These books are Kindle Unlimited, but I brought them before they went on Kindle Unlimited, and they are adult fantasy. It's a reverse harem books, a slow burn, so they don't actually get together until later on in the series. And it is All the Pretty Monsters series by Christy Cunnings. The first book is called Gypsy Blood by Christy Cunnings. It is in All the Pretty Monsters series. It is an amazing series. I've already read them multiple times, so this will be the 4th full reread that I'm planning on going through, I think. And again, I want to try and finish all of them in October. That's my plan. I don't know if it's going to go well, because there is quite a few books that I want to read this month, and they're all kind of spooky kind of books, so you kind of have to read them in October, or at least the most of them that I feel you have to read in October. And I have been saving for October for many years, and I just haven't got to them. That is it for my Kindle. Now on to the paperbacks. Okay, the first paperback that I want to try and read is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. Again, I'm not sure if I'm saying any of these names right. I have been reading this series for so long. I tried the first book a couple of times on audiobook and I couldn't figure it out, so I then read it on paperback and it worked brilliantly. And then I put off carrying on with the series because I wanted to read something else or do something else. So I have been on this book for about 2 years that I haven't finished reading it, and I want to finish reading this series. I won't probably finish them this month, but I'm hoping to finish the entire series this year. Bear in mind, I've got other books that I'd rather read before them, just because I find paperbacks and that sort of stuff hard to read, because I've got to have a light on or something like that, or I've got to have the curtains open or that kind of thing. And with my chronic illnesses, sometimes having too much light is hard for me. I have a light sensitivity based on one of my conditions, so I have to have a light on to read a paperback, and I find that quite hard to do sometimes. So paperbacks for me fall quite low on my TBR list just because they are paperbacks, and I prefer to read on my Kindle. I could just buy the books on Kindle, but I already have them, and I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy the series enough to warrant buying multiple copies of the same book. I could be wrong. I could have really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed the first book. I just don't know if I'm going to enjoy the entire series. So again, sorry if you can hear my dog walking into my room. Just before we go in, because I'm going to need to explain, I actually don't know a lot of these books, synopsis or what they're about kind of thing, unless I've already read them. I don't really like to listen to blurbs and that sort of stuff. I just kind of go based on what other people recommend, and if they hype it up enough, I just go and buy it. Or if it's recommended to me and I like the sound of it, I'll go and buy it, and I don't really remember what it's about, that kind of thing. So I don't, if that's kind of what you kind of want to know about the book, I'm not very good at that. But usually I have books that people are well known, and I'm probably about 5 years behind everyone. So you already kind of know. Probably I'm not showing you any books that you probably have never heard of. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so I apologise if you thought this video was me going to be explaining the books I read. I'm not that technically advanced or in the know enough to do that. The next book, everybody would have already heard, is Kingdom of the Wicked by Roisin Anson. I'm not saying that right, so yeah. So Kingdom of the Wicked is the first book in this series. I don't know what the series is called, but I have the first book and the second book, and I haven't read either of them. I think it's a trilogy, so I think there's 3 books in the series, but I could be wrong. But it sounds interesting. It's about 2 sisters, 1 murder, quest of vengeance that will unleash hell itself. Sounds like a good tagline. I'm all for it. No more words need to be said. And it's kind of like a spooky kind of vibe to it on the cover. The next book is, oh, it's from the same person. I didn't realise it was actually from the same person. I just had the entire series for a while and haven't read it, but it's Stalking Jack the Ripper. I have the entire series. I have all 4 of the books, and I haven't read any of them, but the concept of the books sounds intriguing. The tagline for this one is, he's an infamous killer no man has ever been able to find. Now it's a girl's turn. I'm pretty sure, from what I remember when the book was recommended to me, is the female main character is a medical examiner type person, and she tries to find Jack the Ripper. Sounds interesting. And I'm assuming she finds her because it's called Stalking Jack the Ripper. So I'm assuming the person finds him and now stalks him. That's just my guess based on the title. And yeah, it's the same person, Kerry Maniscalco. Again, I don't know if I'm saying the name right. It's been on my TBR for about, when was it actually released? 2016. Like I said, probably about 4 years this has been on my TBR. And I kind of save it for the October time every year. And then I find another book that I want to read more. So hopefully I can get through this and maybe some more of the series if I have time. The last book is Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. And I think I'm saying that name right because it's a pretty easy name. So Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. This is another one that's really hyped up and has been, was really hyped up when I heard about it. I got the book and then never read it. Let's see when it was released. 2020. So I'd probably got it in the 2020. In 2020. About 2020, 2021, I'd have got it and I still haven't read it. And the tagline for this is, Gabriel has summoned a ghost and now he can't get rid of him. That, again, seems really interesting. I'm pretty sure it's an LGBTQ plus book. Yeah, the ghost he summons is actually Julian Days, the school's resident bad boy, and Julian is not about to go quickly into death. He's determined to find what happens and tie up loose ends before he leaves. Left with no choice, Yadriel agrees to help Julian so they can both get what they want. But the longer Yadriel spends with Julian, the less he wants him to leave. So that's all of my books on my TBR. I don't know how many I'm going to get to. And like I said, we're like a third of the way through October and I haven't really started. Or I have, but I haven't put them into this video because I've already read them. I will keep everybody up to date on my Instagram. on how I get on with these books, and I will put my Instagram handle here like I did last video. I don't know if that did anything, I just think it popped up. My Instagram handle is Roisin Anson. It's the same spelling and that kind of thing as on this YouTube channel, and I think I have it in my about me section, my Instagram handle, where you can just click on the link and it takes you. If not, it is in the description of my videos, so if you just go down into the description you can find it there, and I will keep everybody up to date on the progress of my TBR, and I might do a follow-up video at the end of the month. But I am participating in NaNoWriMo this year, so I don't know how I will do the video, because I'll probably need to do it just before the end of November if I'm going to do a wrap-up video, just because if not I'm going to be really busy in November, because I'm daily vlogging as well as participating in writing 50,000 words in a month, and actually my goal is 60,000 words in a month, so mine's like 10,000 more than the actual goal and I'm daily vlogging, so that'll be fun. So yeah, bear in mind I might be too busy to actually do a wrap-up video, so if you do want to see my progress and how well I'm getting on in these books, I will update on Instagram and leave my reviews of the books, maybe, depending on how I feel, in Instagram as well. So, and I'm going to learn how to do stories. So I might make a story with my October TBR, with each of my TBRs, and put them to the stories and save them. Does that make sense? You know, in Instagram where you can keep them at the top and each story has different stuff. I haven't figured out how to work that, but I might try and see if I can do that and add my TBR each month into them and make a video, and then you can see them in the actual Instagram stories. Bear in mind I don't know how to do that, so that might not actually happen, but yeah, fingers crossed that does happen, and that will be where you can find all of the different wrap-ups, at least this wrap-up anyway. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I don't know when my next booktube video will be, because I do authortube usually, so hopefully I will be able to do more bookish videos, and probably TBRs and that sort of stuff will be the main bookish videos I do. I might do reading vlogs later on, but that won't be anytime soon. That'll probably be in the new year. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you. Bye.